A very good morning to my dear speakers. Dr. Sohrab was just delivering the lecture. I just watching him. It was really tremendous lecture. Good morning to all the students, delegates, participants, all the speakers, organizing committee, HCFP President Dr. Mudgil, and all the entire team of Youth Babycon 2020. It's really amazing platform to share the knowledge with you all. And now we are going to discuss about TheraBand. Yes, of course. Like Senthil sir was saying something. It's not like I am very small physiotherapist, but I am trying my best to give the best to the community, to the society, to the people who all are really suffering with pain and lack of fitness. So all those things we are going to discuss here now. Well, so let's speak about the TheraBand. TheraBand is what? TheraBand is basically elastic band, simple elastic band. But why it's called TheraBand, we all are not aware about that, because the TheraBand was introduced by USA Ohio with TheraBand Performance Health in 1955, and itself is the brand name, and this is the only brand which is manufactured on the research basis. Always remember, whatever I am going to speak, it's all research based. It's not like I took some material from somewhere and I'm going to speak. No, not at all. It's totally research based, and whatever the authenticity and it's totally different. Once you go to see the quality, elasticity, reliability, and practically once you are going to use it, it will be like wow. So I'm not going to discuss more on the quality and the quantity. We'll come to the point directly. Why TheraBand important? See, before going for the TheraBand, only one question to all of you. How many of you are exercising? I saw Senthil sir, just he started warm up on the terrace. So warm up is definitely, so that is the pre-strengthening preparation, warm up. We have to have warm up, and definitely after that we have to focus on the main protocol of the strengthening. So since day one we already listen to the what should I say, tremendous speakers. Like started with the PNF, after that the functional pain, and then manipulation, mobilization, Senthil sir, peripheral, MFR, like many, cancer rehabilitation, knee rehabilitation, all. Just can you imagine like how they are maestro? But the thing is that now we have manipulated, we have settled down, we have did osteopathy, but ultimately why strength is required? What is strength? If you see the strength, without strength you cannot move. The strength is the energy which is required to move you to perform any activities, whether it's in the form of your household activity, your personal care, or go to the patient part. If the patient is there with any conditions where the muscle strength is going down and he or she is not capable to perform the activity due to lack of power, strength or stamina, then your whole treatment is useless. You relieve the pain, but patient cannot perform the activity. Then what is the use of that? So now, it's a multidisciplinary. As we know, the physiotherapy is totally multidisciplinary approach, and we should never ignore or deny the strength part. What we do that, suppose for example, I have seen many patients here who have been neglected. I am treating here more than 20 countries patients. I have treated here, and every day there is new conditions and new patients and with new challenges. So we have to accept the challenge and we have to deal with that. So what is the negligency? Like we are not focusing on the strength part. We are just thinking about the pain. See, pain is not the disease. Always remember, Pain is something alarming, something symptoms which is just indicating due to some reason. The reason could be anything, whether it's a lack of strength, whether it's a lack of some malalignment, some conditions like whether some injuries, many things are there. Muscle spasm, lots of things are there. Like we are discussing, Dr. Saurabh was explaining very nicely about your sciatica and neural compression, nerve compression. So all these conditions I am treating with TheraBand. So it's a bit different. We had to manipulate, we had to settle down, we had to align the structure, and after that we have to strengthen the area. Like for example, once you are talking about sciatic compression, go to the low back pain. So once the compression is taking place, you know, sometimes the muscles bulk is very less and the muscles are getting shrink, the compression is taking place in the sciatic nerve. You know that two fibers of the piriformis is compressing the sciatic nerve sometimes. So it's different level of the compression. But the thing is that we need to focus on that. So I'll not go in detail about the condition because all the speakers have already delivered very nicely. They explained, they made you understand, and they have cleared the picture. So our focus is to go about the TheraBand, and especially from that I am talking about the CLX. CLX is a consecutive loop. This is the CLX. If I'll show you, because at the end we will not get the time. So practical and theory both will go together. So the CLX is a consecutive loop. X is, we can form in any form like XYZ, any form, that is called CLX, and it's powder free and latex free. So this is what we call CLX. It's with the multiple loops. There is multiple loops we can make the grip. So this is CLX. I'll give the practical demo later on. So why it's important? See, as we are physio, we are working in ICU, we are working in wards, we are working with the OPDs, we are working on field, off field, many areas we are covering. Like anywhere, even in the cancer rehabilitation, any conditions, ICU, if the patient is able or capable or understanding to elongate, to pull the band, we can strengthen the muscles. Now the most neglected area I will tell you, in daily life I am talking about, daily life, most neglected area is neck. Why neck I am talking? Because we don't have anything to strengthen. How you strengthen the neck? Still we are stuck with the this isometric technique, like push your neck this way, push your neck this way, push behind, push front, go. What happened? There is nothing. Practically you apply and you see and feel whether strengthening is taking place. Practically I don't think so. Anyway, so I'll give the demo of the practical with the CLX. But apart from that, I want to show you something regarding our TheraBand resistance system. So if I'll go here, if I'll show you here, you see the slides. So TheraBand system, resistance system. What is resistance system is actually? If you see here, I'll show you. See in the next slide what happened. How does elastic resistance compare to other mode of training? That is very important because we are always confused that how and what and where. So let's see here now. So we all are aware about that these three modes already we are aware about, like isometric, which is the source of tension is internal. Contraction of muscle itself is giving you tension, and the contraction is taking place where the length of the muscle is same, that is isometric. Now come to the isotonic. If you see the tone here, the gravity, inertia and mass, whatever the object you are lifting, whether in the form of your weight cuff, dumbbells or any weight. We in the college, in or BPT college, like graduation time, we were not aware about that anything, like what is the mode, whether dumbbell is there, where weight cuff available. So all the patients are not having the dumbbells or weight cuff or any other. So we were telling about simply just आप 1 किलो पानी का बोतल उठा लो या 1 किलो कुछ भी उठा के एक्सरसाइज करो. See the concept, because we are not aware about that. What is the challenges there before. Now as we grown, we saw there is lots of things available in the market so to strengthen the muscle. So now isokinetic, as you know, isokinetic is very costly machine, and it's mostly we use for the very high profile rehab center or in the college for the research purpose. Now come to the elastic system. Elastic is the tension which is externally, it's created the tension externally, and it gives you wow resistance in the form of strength. Now come to the point. I am telling here the elastic resistance is a unique mode of training. Definitely you will not be agree that how it's a unique mode. It's a simple mode, because we are going to gym and we are going to rehabilitate our patient with the dumbbells and weight cuff. Why we should use the your TheraBand? Yes, that is true. But why and how it's important and unique, I'll explain you in the practical session. Then you will come to know, right? So let's go ahead. But remember this word is elastic resistance is unique mode of training. I will tell you how. See the next slide. Just let me. So we have here 7 colors of the CLX or TheraBand or tubing, you can say. Starting from yellow, tan is not in use right now. So starting from yellow, red, green, blue, black, silver and gold. So yellow is the lowest color and the gold is the strongest one. Intermediate like green and blue. So most of the time once we start the patients, which is like whose strength is like okay, so he can go perform the MMT grade or PR like repetition maximum RM. Then accordingly we decide dosage and which color is. But practically and clinically we should start with green or blue or sometime red. If the patient is like stroke patients or the patients who have very less strength and its anti-gravity movement is not possible, so we can modify the posture or limb, and we can start with the yellow as well, right? Next, so see here, how did it all begins? This is important. So starting from yellow to like slowly it's going up from yellow to gold. The gold is strongest, as I told you. So different colors indicate progressive resistance with increasing thickness of the material, definitely, which is important because the yellow will be lighter, the material will be thinner as compared to the gold. So we can very easily identify and differentiate that which color is good and which is suitable for the patient as per the requirement of the strength and the part. Now this is important again. How much force do the band and tubing produce? I will tell you, clarify here that there is no any differences between tubing, TheraBand, normal TheraBand and CLX. The resistance or the production of the strength is the same in all colors, whether it's the tubing, whether it's the band, whether it's a CLX. The only differences are your preference, your use. Now this is the best elastic resistance force depend on 3 factors. This is important factor on the basis of which we can very easily calculate and quantify, like force equal to K into CSA into delta L. That is the elastic depends on the latex cross sectional area, which is like width and height, and delta L is the change in length, which is elongation, which is the most important part of your TheraBand. How? Because it works on the percentage of elongation. Once you elongate the band, the resistance will be produced, like force will start as with the help of our lever arm. What is lever arm? I will tell you again in the next slides. Now this is biomechanical review. If you see, the force equal to mass into acceleration, which is in the form of resistance, and the torque, force into lever arm, which is going to produce you the strength in the form of torque. So this area of the slide is very important to understand how the elastic band works on our body, right? Next, this is the formula on which basis we can calculate that how much percentage of elongation we do. So here the force elongation, if you see the percentage, elastic resistance is based on as the percent elongation, as I told you before. So how to calculate that? So the percentage equal to final length minus resting length divided by resting length into 100. It's a bit confusing, I think. So in practical I will explain this how to calculate, and it's very easy. So if you 1 meter of the resting length elongated 2 meters and the final length, so the 2 meter minus 1 divided by 1 into 100. So the 100% elongation we did. I will explain in a practical session. So any color, that is what we are going to use. We can very easily calculate like how much elongation we did. I am not going in detail about here because again it will be too much time taking. So the next slide. So here there is, like, as we know, the stress strain curve. Same here. If you see the three region of the TheraBand, like it's a toe region and the something happened, I don't know. Yeah. So three regions. If you see the toe region is something 25 to, oh, something happened wrong. No issues. I'll show you later on. No issues. So something which is like we work on stress strain curve. What is stress strain curve? Stress strain curve is something where we have some limitation of the elongation of muscle. Same way for the TheraBand, we have some limitation, like starting is very easy, but once you elongate, suppose for example this TheraBand, we can elongate till 500%. Now I will explain you what is the percentage. So suppose for example this is 1 feet of the length, this is resting length, and I elongated it for 2 feet. So how much I elongated? It's 100%, because the normal length, the resting length is 1 feet and I elongate for 2 feet. So it's become 100%. Same, if I elongate for the 3 feet, it will be 200%. If I elongate for the 3.5 feet, it will be 250%, like that. So we can calculate very easily that way. Now, what are the indications? What are the indications for TheraBand? See, there is no any side effect of this. Only we have to look, we have to think, we have to calculate, we have to assess the patient, that the patient who cannot perform or hold the band in their extremities, whether it's lower limb, upper limb, any part I'm talking about, we cannot perform. If the person is able to contract, elongate the band, you can give the exercises. Even the patient is bedridden, hardly matters. Even the patient of CP, even the patient of stroke, even the patient of cancer, any conditions I am talking about. You tell me, any condition is there where the muscles strength is not required? Any conditions, any patients, whether it's old age, children. I have the CP patient here, 7-year-old, and I'm treating with TheraBand, and a very good result is there, because the strength, we need the strength. Whatever technique you are applying, you do manipulation, you do MFR, you do DTFM, you do stretching, anything, but strength is the main tool to make the patient mobile. So it's a functional mobility. You give the life to the particular area, but the patient is not mobile, and the lack of strength, it means somewhere we are still lacking something. So we have to understand that why the patient is not walking. Most of the cases here I saw post-operative, like hip replacement, complete total hip replacement, total knee replacement. They are just neglecting and they are applying hot pack. Can you imagine? What this? It's beyond my imagination. Giving hot pack and TENS. What is this? You must work on the strength. The surgeon has done his job. Now it's your role. So we must think. See, always never stuck with your book only. The problem, we are just reading the book. No. Create your own technique, develop your own technique, think and apply. That is the most important tool for the physical therapist. See, in my belief, if the patient is coming to me and I am touching the patient, and without touch you are not a physical therapist. First of all, if you are touching the patient, assessing the patient properly, then only, and your first visit should be magical. Magical. The patients, many patients give me this uh, like, you have magical hand, this honor they give, like, wow, you are magical, you are magical. So it's a really honor for me to get this quote and appreciation from them. But if you are a really good physiotherapist, you must relieve the pain within first visit, within 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the capability. But don't stuck only with the your modalities, please. It's my humble request. And still here also the people are using the same tool, and which is really painful. Most of the patients are complaining once they visit from other hospital to me, like they are suffering with the 20 years of pain for low back pain. Can you imagine? And most of the surgeons, they told that you have to go for surgery, and you have to do immediately operation, otherwise you will be paralyzed, and this. And once they come to me, they are dancing, they are enjoying the life without any surgery, without any operation, anything. Like, so this is the effect and impact of physical therapist. You have to challenge them. Yes, you have to challenge them. Yes, I can do it. And give the confidence to the patient. Psychological, positivity is very important. Once you are making the patient positive, yes, this is nothing, and you will be all right. Yes, patient will be definitely 50% pain will be relieved in the first visit of the patient, because of your boost up, your positivity, your confidence to the patients. Because pain is pain. If the pain is there, you cannot concentrate. Now I'll show you something again. Come to the slide again. Here, see how much resistance we are going to produce with the band. Now if you see here, so once you elongate the 100% elongation of TheraBand, yellow I am talking about again, so 1.3 kg of resistance you are going to elongate, like production of resistance will be 1.3 kg. And from yellow to red, red to green, green to blue, and from blue to black, 25% of the increment. Like, I'll say in simple language, from yellow to green, yellow to red is 25% stronger, then from red to green 25% stronger, like that. And from black to silver, the silver is 40% stronger than the black, and gold is 40% again stronger than the silver. So this is what, like, you just imagine. So simple contraction, simple elongation, you can produce the resistance of even 10 gram till 25 kg, 30 kg, 50 kg, whatever the amount you want to. And the most important thing here is what? If the patient is, because you cannot judge the resistance of the patients by only seeing, like, see, if you here, I'm going to show you which assessment is better here. Patient progress from red to green TheraBand, and patient progress TheraBand resistance by 20%. See, this is like the same thing, but technically you have to be smart to explain the patient. No, you want to change the band so that your resistance will be better. Like, that is the business part, and you can do something different way to the patient. I am not going to detail about the stress strain of the rubber here, because already you know the stress strain curve. Now come to the point here. I want to show something here which is important for us. I'll not go in detail about this also. What I want to show, so these are some research has been done. Like, we have in our mind that the dumbbell is better than TheraBand, weight cuff is better than TheraBand, isokinetic is better than TheraBand, but that is wrong. The resistance production, there is lots of research has been done, and I will give you the access of TheraBand Academy membership. It's a free of cost. You all can enroll. I will give the details in later on, and you can access lots of researches, lots of exercises. It's totally free of cost. Now come to the point here, the force angle. The force angle is the angle created by force and the lever arm. So whatever the force is created or generated by the TheraBand, and see here, if you can see the circle here, this circle, this is the angle, this is the angle where the lever, the force angle is formed. So the length of your arm is the lever arm, and the force generated by the band is called your force. So the angle formed between your lever arm and the band is called force angle. Now the important thing is here, as the joint angle increases, force angle decreases. It's a very amazing. As the joint angle increases, like your joint, suppose you are going for the abduction of the shoulder, so from starting it will be, the angle will be maximum. Once you are reaching up, the angle is going to be reduced here. Once you are going to 180 degree of the abduction, your force angle will be 0. Once the force angle is 0, your torque will be 0, and the effect of resistance will be very less, or you can say 0. So to be effective, you need minimum 0 to 25% or 15% degree of angle is required, so that your muscles can work and it will be effective. If I'll show you the next slide, you will understand. Now see here, the torque. If you see the torque here, the torque equal to force into lever arm into sine. So the sine is nothing, is the force angle. So if the abduction is at 90 degrees, so sine 90 equal to 1, so your production will be, you can calculate here. Now once the sine 180, the force angle is going to 180, your torque will be 0. If you see here the next slide, you'll understand. Now see here, the muscle is its weakest at the end range of motion. We need a low force angle from 0 to 15 degree when the muscle is at its weakest possible. If you see the deltoid, we are talking about the flexion here, flexion of the shoulder. Deltoid is the shortest at the full flexion. If the force angle is 0, the torque production will be 0, because at 180 degree, even though your elongation of the band is 200%, but the production of torque is 0. So this is what we cannot train the muscle in the end range here, because your torque effect will be 0. So always remember, the muscles is strongest at the mid range and it's weakest at the initial and end range. Always remember. So this is like how to calculate the starting. It is also one of the important thing, like use starting length of the band tubing equal to the length of your lever arm, means your hand, you can say, see, like upper extremity, very simple. So this is the resting length, and from here it will go to the 90 degree. So in 90 degree you are going to elongate 100% of the band. It's very simple calculation, and once you are reaching to the 180 degree, it is 200% of elongation. Very simple calculation. Practically it seems like it's very hard, but it's very simple. I am not going in detail about all those slides because the time is very less here, so I will not show you all the slides. We will discuss something practically, which is, so there are some research also has been done and it was compared, so the both can be effective in the clinic. Always remember, you never think that your dumbbell is only better than TheraBand. No, not at all. Okay, if you see the other slides, there was other weight machines. Again, the both training groups significantly improved strength and body composition, no significant difference between group. So again I am telling here, so if you have in your mind that no, like the dumbbell is more effective, and now here again you see the barbells. So the compare both increases 20% of the compared to control similar EMG level. So like you can imagine, they never think a percent that the dumbbell is better, weight machine is better, and this is somewhat not better. So we'll not go in the slide detail. Now come to the point. So here, now, so I'll show you. Now I was talking about that the neck area. Now, why I'm focusing on the neck area? Because we don't have any tool to strengthen the neck. Practically, how many of you are strengthening the muscles, neck muscles? Especially, I'm talking about the rotators. No, there is no tool. But yes, here we have the tool. I will show you how I strengthen the muscles. So I'm going to use some basic exercises, and after that I'll show you some more advanced exercises. It will be very interesting. So for example, this is the gold CLX with the multiple loops. It comes with 9 loops, 7 loops, 11 loops, like that. So it, as per your requirement, we can choose the band. But this is the strongest one, and I'm using every day for my rehab, my exercises, and it's like just wow, because in lockdown there is no gym, and I don't like the gym, so we must exercise at home, and it's your simple gym in your pocket. You wrap it, and you will not believe that how many exercises I teach. More than 250 exercises with single band. Can you imagine? Something, it's unbelievable, but it's a reality that I focus from one finger till whole body, from head to toe, complete. There is nothing required. No dumbbells, no weight cuff, no machine. And believe me, once you will use, you will find. So now let's go to the neck. So what we can do here, see, the advantage of this loop is very, very useful. So what we can do here, practically I can fix here my band in the head, or I can wrap it like this way. Both way we can do. Whether you fix the band or you can fix the loop in your head. From fixing like this, elongate it and fix it like this. So it's ready. Nothing is required here. Now, how to elongate? Suppose, for example, if you want to strengthen your extensors, very simple. Elongate your band and hold for a while. Be careful of your eyes and just hold. And as much as requirement of the resistance is there, you can elongate that way. Nothing is like, compulsion is not there that no, this much of elongation is required. As per your muscles capacity, we can elongate it. It's very easy. So for example, yes, I elongate it and hold for a while. Definitely we have to give some time to muscle to work it. Like hold 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 count, or 10, whatever the time is there, but minimum we should be 3 seconds minimum we should use. Okay, and then so this is for the flexors. Hold and relax. After that you go for the side. See now, side flexors. So I am focusing on my right side neck flexors. Now elongate. So I'll stand here, and then we can see very more easy way, rather than sitting and doing the practical. I don't prefer that. So now see here, elongate it and hold. Come back, right? Again, you can go other side. It's very easy. And then elongate and hold. As it's gold, so it's not applicable for all of the patients, because it's very, very hard. I am using because I am fit and I can elongate very easily. So it's, for me it's not an issue. But for patient purpose, you should start with the red or blue or green as per the age and strength of the muscle. That is also a very important factor. So we can go for the side. Now for the back, we need someone to pull it, or if you have something fixed in your wall, then you can fix the band with the handle and you can move. So this is totally isometric, static isometric neck exercise I am teaching you. For the dynamic, I need someone to hold the band, which is like the movement of the body will take place in that, and your band will be stabilized. Now the most neglected and ignored area of the neck is rotators. We never focus on the rotators. Now how to strengthen the rotators. Now I'll show you. See here. So what, it's a band, your band is already fixed, nothing to worry about that. Simply what we can do here, just cross to each other. Okay, now I am ready. So my position is stable. If the patient is not stable and patient needs some stability, ask the patient to sit down and do exercises. There is no any hard and fast rule that you must be in standing position. Not at all. Not at all. Patient can be in sitting position, relaxed position, most stabilized, stable position, and after that we can work. So now, what is our target here? To strengthen the rotators of the neck. Okay. Now, elongate the band one side. So here I elongated the band of left side, and now I am going to rotate my neck to the right side. So wow, you can hold for a while. Come back. Again rotate it, and first elongate and then rotate. So can you imagine this? So this is the most neglected area which we have to take care of, the neck. Why I am showing neck? Because we are not focusing on the neck at all. Now apart from the neck, I am going to give you general exercises for the upper back where the trapezitis. And your patient always complain that something is pinching below the scapula. Why? Because this is, again, we are not focusing at all. If the person who is doing regular exercises with the push-up and all, yes, they have the strength and the mobility of the scapula. Otherwise, there is lots of trigger points, band formation, myofascial bands are there, adhesive, it's become stuck, and we must release it, we must mobilize it, and after that the ultimate target is to strengthen it. So now some common exercise I am going to teach you for the, I'm focusing on the upper area only because we need too much time to complete all the exercises. That's why I am not going to more in detail about all the exercises, but some basic exercises you can start for your patient, for yourself, for your fitness, which is very important. So the common some exercises is like, I'll show you here. Just go for some chest flies. Chest flies can be from back to front, from like back to front, right? But here my focus is for the scapula. If you see here, the movement of the scapula, see here, why I am going to move, so from front. And how can you decide the length of the band? So simple, your body weight. Take the length of the band is body width of your body, and then elongate like this. See here. So pull, hold for a while, and slowly go. Never release in the fast way. No, not at all. Why? Because your eccentric and concentric, both group of muscles are working at the same time. You remember the advantage of this band is what? Now pull. By the same time, once you release it, again the muscles are trying to prevent, and the force is applicable on the same way. So go down, go slowly, and yes, release. Now if you see the back side where the impact is there, because my focus is for the scapular movement. See here, see scapula. Now, it's not only scapula, the strength from your fingers to the wrist, forearm, elbow, shoulder, and then your upper back, scapular movement. So it's a complete package. It's a complete package, remember. Now, second movement, go overhead. Okay? I think I'm visible. Go overhead. And after that, just elongate your band behind the neck and just upper back level. Okay? Yes. This way. And again, go slowly. Come back. Again down. Hold. Go back again. So, this is the movement. It should be very smooth movement. Not jerky movement, not fast movement. So that you can just give the time to load the muscles, to work the muscles. Once your muscles will fatigue, then only strengthening will take place. Otherwise, there is no strengthening at all. If you are thinking that I'll go for the fast movement, no. This is the kick. This is for warm up, to to warm the muscles, to prepare the muscles for the workload, not for the strengthening. Remember always, never do the fast movement. Okay? Now the third step is take your band behind and let it go as much as you can stretch it. So here the stretching is taking place to your shoulder, anterior group of the shoulder and your all pectorals, which is very important here. Now most of the patients are coming like swing shoulder and rounding shoulder. The posture is somewhat like this. So they are walking like this. Why? Because of their job. They are using computer 8 hours, 10 hours and they are not exercising at all. So their chest muscles are more shrink like this and the back is elongating. So the muscles are shrink here. So we need to elongate. So stretch your pectorals so that your movement will be smoother backside. Multiple causes there of that, not only one cause I am talking about. It's bad posture, sedentary life, lack of exercises, and the food also. That is also very important. And stretching, there is no stretching at all, no strengthening at all, no movement at all. And here in UAE, the people are very lazy here. The UAE is the laziest country in the world. It was the survey done, because the most of the people are not walking at all. The maximum steps is like less than 2000 steps per day per person is walking. So it's laziest country. So that we need to mobilize them, we need to motivate them. That's why I'm trying to motivate them to exercise, because the answer is no sir, I don't have time. Doctor, no time. What no time? This is your gym. Go home and do exercise. What's wrong? 20 minutes, 30 minutes. 30 minutes for yourself, you are fit. And if you don't have 30 minutes and if you are not fit, how can you boost the patient? How can motivate the patient to you do exercise? How? You have big tummy and you are walking like this and your patient will say, doctor, see yourself first. So first fit yourself, make yourself fit, and after that you can ask the patient to be fit. Now let's go for the next exercise. I'll not take more time. I don't know how much time I have, because the time limitation has been given to me very less, 40 or 45 minutes. But if time is going beyond, kindly write me, I can see from the organizing team. Now let's do some interesting exercises of loop. See here, loop. So I have grip here, right? I have grip. So no need to go for any additional grip. Okay? If I'll go for shoulder flexion, you see how it works. Simply see the grip. Already I have holded the grip and go for shoulder flexion. Yes. Hold down. Okay? Very simple. Now go for the side. Yes. Abduction. Again the grip is there. I don't know whether it's visible or not. See the grip. If you feel that the length of the band should be less, let me go a bit down. Yes. Yes. Now here I can simply change the loop. Simply, nothing to do. I'll change simply the loop. So I change the loop. Now one loop is already spare and go for other. So biceps. And I'm not going to give you all the exercises here. It's not possible. Just to see the biceps now. The grip is still there. And then go for biceps. Hold for a while. Go down. So this is what the impact and effect, and it's very easy to use. First of all, it's important because there is no any weight, any kind of patient, any area, site, whether it's on field, ICU, rehabilitation, OPD, IPD, whatever, wherever. You can use it, you can apply on the patients, and your patients will be wow, because the strength is everything. Now the people who all are participating in this conference, the person who all are watching us and motivating us, you all are our strength. That is what the meaning of strength is. Without you people, we cannot move. We are useless without you all. So we all together have a good strength, good power, good stamina to go ahead, to learn together, to understand together. And you know, the important part I will tell you, to be fit. Again I am telling, again and again I am focusing and forcing you all, please and please do exercises. The effect of exercises you cannot imagine, it's beyond the imagination. Why? Because one single single bout, I can say 30 minutes of the bout is going to change your all the chemical reaction from your brain to the body completely. So please, it's my humble request to all of you, exercise every day, be fit, apply your own techniques, create your own techniques, and think and assess properly the patient and boost the patient. So to boost the patient, you must be like that to boost. Yes. Oh my God. So the patient coming to me, oh my God, doctor, you are going to gym? No. So my answer is no, I am not going to gym. The gym is with me. So this is my gym. I do exercises with this. Not only that. So this is what the patient, your personality, your everything, like your talk to the patient. Oh my God, patient coming to you. Yes, where is the pain? No, please. Keep a smile. These are the things where there is no any book has written that no, you smile and you, so no one is teaching, it's your art. Dr. Saurabh was teaching art of manipulation, so I am telling you art of dealing of the patient, how to deal the patient. It's very important to make them happy and pain free on then and there, because the patient is happy, you are happy, and that is your best gift ever in the life. Once your patient is coming with lots of pain, difficulty in walking, sitting, doing his chorus, and once you relieve the pain, this is the smile of the patient is everything for you, everything. So my dear friends, I don't know how much time still I have. If they will permit me the time, I will definitely go ahead. So I'll give you some more exercises apart from that, because that counseling session is different session. I can speak whole day for that counseling and how to deal with the patient. That is different chapter and part and portion for discussion. So we have to still focus here. Now some common more exercises is apart from I told you that go for your neck. So again I will remind you, just like this is the one for the flexors, extensors of the neck, then side, okay, both sides will go, then rotators, so pull and rotate other side, always elongate one side and rotate other side, first elongate then rotate, okay. Apart from that, I taught you some basic exercises for the flies, like very simple, and hold for a while, then overhead, hold here, go slowly again, then take your bandage back and come front, hold for a while and go back. Apart from that, some very unique exercises is rowing. This rowing is you know, the effect of this rowing I have practically feel, it's wow. So what we have to do here, pull your band till the chin, hold for a while, go up, hold here, hold, and slowly go down. What is here, like your whole trapezius is coming up, like it's a pumping. So not only trapezius, your rhomboids, your shoulder, your all forearm, arm, fingers, whole area, like complete package for one movement, complete package for upper back, I should say, or upper limb and upper back together, including your neck. So stress, see, go up and then hold. Wow. Now another movement, there are many exercises I cannot complete here, but something very common I am just teaching you people. Again here, so reduce the band and then go a bit forward bending and move your scapula. Here I am again focusing on the scapula, because most of the patients complaining pain beneath the scapula, like below the scapula, and you cannot mobilize, you cannot do anything there, because it's very you cannot reach there because of the bone. So below the bone there is restrictions, there is bands. So we can mobilize and we can strengthen. That is the only tool we have. Now move, hold for a while, again move, hold for a while, again. So this is where now apart from that we'll go for some scaption. This is also very important. Scaption is the mid movement, like not completely your abduction, not completely your flexion, in between, that is called scaption. This is also very important because your whole area of the upper back shoulder is covered. So apart from that, I don't know, there are lots of questions. Let me take your questions. I don't know. Okay, my question is, after which post-operative day can we go for TheraBand strengthening for any post-operative orthopedic? Okay, well, see, once you're like two days, if you are. Hello. Yes, sorry. There was some call, I think, because of that, so restricted. There was some interruption with the call. Okay. Anyway, so I think I am running with the lack of time because the call is coming from Senthil sir. Sir, please write me if I have to finish right now. I'll finish because there is lots of queries. So I don't think so I can answer here right now. But kindly write me or text me. It's my number is just a second. I'll take the message of Senthil sir, I think. Yes, okay, I have to finish. The instruction is coming from Senthil sir that I have to finish the lecture because the lack of time. So I'm really extremely sorry to not answer your queries because the Varis sir is some next speaker is waiting for the next lecture. So I'll answer you, or you can write me in the Facebook or in my WhatsApp or in the SCAP page. I will definitely answer your all the queries. Okay, so thank you so much. Thanks a lot to all of you for listening me, and I hope I tried my best to give some new information, and it will help for your fitness and for the rehabilitation of the patient as well. And my number is you can take from Dr. Mudgil or anyone. You can WhatsApp me and I'll answer, and I'll try to catch your these comments also as well from the video, so that I can answer individually. Thank you so much, and thanks a lot to all the speakers, my dear friends, and HCAP, you First Youth Webicon, and the entire team for their wonderful and tireless hard work to conduct this best platform to share our knowledge and learn together. Thank you so much. I'm going to finish this. Thanks a lot. Thank you.